Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing my Fishfinder, which I picked up at Bass Pro on a really sweet discount. And I picked up the Garmin 73SV. Awesome Fishfinder based on everything I've seen on reviews, everything I've seen on YouTube, and other forums. So I'm really looking forward to installing this thing on my kayak. If you haven't seen my previous video installing some Yak Attack rails, go check it out on one of these links over here. Don't know where I'm gonna pop it up, but anyways, go check it out if you haven't done so. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you everything that you need to install this Fishfinder. So pretty much this is what I have some wilderness systems through Hall wiring kits. I picked up two because I want to be able to run my USB and C cables for my GoPros. I'll also be powering this Garmin with some Nocqua battery pack along with their wiring system. I'm gonna put everything that you need on the description below. I picked up two USB cables for my GoPro. This is a watertight box that I'm gonna be using. This is where I'm gonna store my battery and all the wiring. You guys will see how I do that. Also, this is the Yak Attack mounting system for my Fishfinder, for my actual display, and pretty much that's it. For the wilderness system wiring kit, you're gonna need a 1 3/8, there it goes, 1 3/8 whole doohickey making thing. So make sure you guys get that if you decide to go with this system. I know Hobie has one. Also, Old Town comes with some sort of hole through wiring kit that you could also purchase through them, but I just went with this one. So all right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to be installing the transducer, right? All right, when you guys unbox your Garmin, you're going to come across your transducer and also this clip here. With this Old Town 106, if I place it on this manner, it's actually going to be way too low, and then it's just gonna bump on anything that I'll do. I'm gonna leave this actual base here and I'm just gonna screw into it, but facing this way. All right, so let's get mounting this base on here. I'm gonna be using a 1/8 drill bit in order to get the screw started. The screws that I'm gonna be using are self-tapping, so it shouldn't be no issues there. There we go. All right, one last tug there. Now we're gonna run the wiring. All right, so you guys see how flush this is. This is probably as flush as I'm gonna get. Something to take into account is that you're gonna have to shave some of this stuff out because if not, you just won't allow it to sit on this base, to sit in here completely, because obviously it's meant to go this way. But in order to make it work, that's what I'm gonna have to do, because I want it to be able to be completely flush, as flush as possible with the skid plate. So I decided to take the transducer out to be able to cut this piece. I don't want to risk it and then just cut into my transducer. So let's go ahead and cut into this base. So I'm sure there was a easier way to do this, but this is how I did it. So you see, now it will fit nice and perfect in there. And it's pretty flush. I'm sure I'll still bump some stuff into this. I even consider doing like a double skid plate to add some protection to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and shave off a little bit more from the front and see how that goes. That is just it. I like that. All right. There we go. Maybe for this shorter screwdriver, because this thing is whack. Ugh. There we go. All right, so that's how this looks on this side. Not too bad on the cutting. I'm sure you could probably cut this easier. I just used my my Dremel. The wirings came through. Let me see if you guys can kind of see. Let's see, you kind of can see the how flush it may be or may not be. So, like I said, I think I'm gonna come up with a good idea of getting longer screws for this, and also just adding another skid plate. What do you guys think about that? Kind of to just bring a little bit more protection to this. The next step is gonna be running the wiring through the kayak, and this is where things start getting even more scarier, because now you're just drilling into your boat. Like I mentioned in the previous video, it kind of hurts cutting into this boat knowing how much you spent on it. But if you try your best, and at the end of the day, you're just gonna have to have fun and just experiment. So check it out. This is what we're gonna do next. This is the transducer wiring, the cable, obviously coming from the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into here, make a circle here, and run the wire through this compartment for storage and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna run it all the way. I'm gonna put another haul through kit here, because I'm putting my battery pack on the back storage area. It's gonna sit all here in that box that I showed you guys earlier. Here we go. And there you go. Pretty clean cut. You know, that material. I'm actually going to get a piece of sandpaper and sand this around so I can get a complete sealed on this. All right, that looks pretty clean, doesn't feel bad. This wilderness system has numbers in the back. I'm gonna be using number 5. Something to remember is to use your O-ring and your lug nut kind of in the back. As you run your wiring through, make sure you guys do that. So there you go. See, this is what I mean. Make sure you guys run it before you run your wiring through somewhere else. Not sure if you guys can see this, but all you're just doing is turning, twisting. Obviously I'm self-filming, so I won't be able to show you, just, you know, kind of common sense has to kick in on this, but that's how it looks. I'll probably come back and hit it with some sealant here later on. All right, so now that we have all this, I'm gonna go ahead and make my other hole here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make my other hole right here, because I want my fish finder, my actual monitor, to sit here on the right hand side of me. I'm a righty. I had debated if I should have just leave it on the left or the right, but I think to me it just feels more natural just having it on the right. And also I'm gonna have a GoPro set up on that side, so. Now the kit I'm gonna use is the one, the number 2. I don't know if you guys see that too close. Cringe. Is a double hole because I need to run my electricity to my display and also the transducer cable to the monitor. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Also, the Garmin comes with a fuse. If you guys didn't know, I ended up buying an infuse line for my battery pack, which is fine, extra protection, I guess. That was the most difficult thing ever, to try to get that tied in back there, but I got it done. Probably I'm not gonna tighten it too much because I want to be able to adjust my wiring, but that's how that looks. Don't mind my nasty chanclas, but I'll probably throw some silicone in here to protect it even better. As of for cable management, I'm gonna be using these little zip ties, and it will sit there. Now let's go ahead and wire this up with a Nocqua power kit. The power kits come with these clamps. They are heat shrinks along with the hinge shrink wrap. There we go. Go ahead and slide that in right now. I wish I had my actual splicing wire. See, to avoid that nonsense. Jeez. Okay. Well, I don't know about this, but that's pretty much how that looks. I don't want to keep burning into it. I'm gonna end up putting tape around this just to make sure that it's somewhat watertight. Make sure that it seals to the best to keep everything protected. So that's how I do that. Now this wire, I'm gonna run it, like I said, all the way back there, because that's where my battery pack is gonna be at, like I mentioned before. So let's go ahead and run this wire back there. I'm actually gonna have to end up getting like some sort of hanger or something to run it all the way back there so I can get it back there, because I don't think I could just full send it and be able to get it. So give me a second. We have here, yes, and that, my friend, is money. Sweet. All right, this is the box that I'm gonna put in here. I'm gonna have to cut a hole into the top. That's how I want it, be able to run it. My USB cables from the top, which are these I'm gonna be able to run my GoPros. This is the battery pack. This battery pack is waterproof, but either way, I want to be able to have it in here and just have everything in one place. This is the USB connectors. I picked this up in Amazon. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, so you guys if you want to get this, you can go pick it up. And this is the inline fuse that I was telling you guys about. So this inline fuse, I'm gonna go ahead and run it after this Y cable. So you can pick this up also in Nocqua's website, but I'm gonna run it here, and this is the one that I'm gonna use for my GoPro. Everything else has a inline fuse, the Fishfinder, also the actual USB port that came with me. That's pretty cool. They also it came with a inline fuse on it. Anyways, moving on. So this is what's going to power everything with the Fishfinder. I'm not going to connect it now because I want to be able to work all the wiring first. I'm going to have to cut these ends right here in order to attach it to the actual power kit from Nocqua. There we go. There we go. Sweet. I want to be able to. Uh-oh, look, lessons learned. Cut that now. Save that for later. Connect that bad boy there. And let's get this guy in here. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and put some heat now. All right. That's enough. I don't know, I think probably with a heat gun, this would have been so much easier than doing it with a lighter. What do you guys think? All right, how that look? User, where's my tape? Regardless, putting tape on it, protect it even more. Probably should have waited until it was cool. There you go. And that's how this bad boy looks, guys. So like I said, my intent is for this to sit in here like this with my battery pack, and all this wiring is going to run through the top, or at least everything that's going to come in is going to come in through the top, and I'll put one of those wilderness system kit here and just run it through there. So that's the game plan. Here we go. Right here, this plastic is just I don't know, will it crack? Will it crack? Oh, I thought about it. Sand it. What's the worst that could happen? Ooh, jeez, almost took my finger. Kids, you saw that? Almost took my whole finger, but we got it done. Let's sand that a little bit and put a kit in it. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a number 2, which I showed you guys before, the double hole, and I'm gonna run my 2 USB through 1, and the power cable through the other one. So yeah, I think that's the game plan. What do you guys think? Like a double whammy? I don't think I need that much wiggle room. But what I am gonna do is, just to make it like a better fit, I'm gonna just put some tape on this. Kind of like bulk it up, because it's, you know, bulky season. And I'll just run silicone later. Okay, that's a better fit. Okay, let me pull on this. You know what? Man, I don't think I needed all that, but okay, there we go. See, the process doesn't look pretty, but I think the outcome looks pretty legit. What do you guys think? There we go. So now I could have my battery pack, my USBs. Look at this. I'll connect my USB here, and I can have continuous power to my GoPros, or also even charge my phone. That's that. I'm not gonna connect the power because I want to trust verify that everything looks good. But that would go there. All this will sit here. Check it out. And all I have is that sitting here, which I'm gonna put Velcro in a second, but my GoPro cameras wiring, and look at how it looks. And that's how it will look, guys. Pretty neat. All secure. I'm gonna put some Velcros, stickies in here. I'll probably just do it like actually on this angle. Another thing that I might have to do is put another one of these systems on the actual lid right there, in order to be able to bring them out. Because originally I was gonna make another hole back here and use it that way, but I don't want to continue making holes on the actual kayak. I'd rather do it on the lid that I can buy it pretty cheap instead of the kayak. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And I'm gonna use a number one. Not sure if you guys can see that. Is a number one. It has the 2 holes, and I can have both USB coming out from the top. So I'll be making a hole on this side, obviously away from the locking mechanism. So hopefully it doesn't go flying on me like the other one. So let's see. Yeah, right here. Ugh. I think it's just me being weak sauce. Don't make that rookie mistake. Also buy these covers for your end of your wires on Amazon. Link in the description. So whenever I'm not using them, they are protected. There we go. In case you're asking, that's how it looks in the bottom. A lot of this stuff is just uncomfortable being low. Eventually I'll build a stand. But look guys, lock it. Look how neat that looks. There we go. Now I can run one for my GoPro out front and one for the GoPro in the rear. Super neat. What do you guys think, right? Everything as of now seems to be watertight. If I need to come mess with this down here, just put my lid, pull my battery pack, bring it out, charge it. So that's how that looks. I'm gonna end up putting some sealant here all over this, let it dry. Same thing here. So there we go. All right guys, so let's go ahead and mount the actual monitor out front. So now we're gonna go ahead and mount the monitor, the actual Fishfinder. So this is a Yak Attack rectangular mount. So if you guys are interested, like I said before, link will be in the description below. I'm gonna go ahead and run it through. For now, I'm gonna just leave it here, tying it up. And set it in and lock it. Actually, I gotta tighten this bad boy up. Pretty self-explanatory. Red with red, orange with orange. And what's cool about this is that it has the capability to have live scope. Let's go ahead and connect the battery pack. I have connected the battery pack here. Remember, I got that old cable doohickey that came there. And the question is, will it turn on? Dun 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 dun. Oh yes sir, yes sir. That's how it looks. It's loading. I'm gonna be able to move it around with the mount, forward. Obviously, I know I gotta tighten this up a lot more. I'm also gonna do some cable management here. I'll do that right now so you guys see the end product. Get a measurement around here. Here. There you go. All right guys, so to finalize this video, you guys see this bad boy is on. All this stuff goes in here. Be able to close it. Throw it in here, seal it, lock it up. Money. So thank you for staying tuned with this video. I know it's a long one. Leave your comment below, hit me a like, subscribe to the channel, and also let me know what you guys think of this job. If you have any questions, like I said before, hit me up in the comments. With that, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. All right guys, I found the piece that goes into the transducer connection. It was in the box. I thought I lost it, to be honest with you, but no, it comes in a little Ziploc bag and you have to install it. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, it comes with the O-ring, It goes around it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I know it's pretty dark in here, but that's that. And this piece connects. I don't know if you guys seeing it, but that is it. There we go. Simple. And that's a wrap. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored.